This is our 6th best of 3 of the evening, actually. So that's kind of nice. We're moving along kind of fast. 6 best of 3, 5 best of 3 is done in 2 hours and 45. And we have 5 more to go. Now, again, we might not cast all of them, but we'll see where we get to when we kind of tire out and decide to call it a night. For now, I'm pretty happy to just keep on rolling. As we have to the bottom left-hand side, our blue-teal Protoss player, GunGFuBanDa. Proxy, racks, and factory from my yellow Terran player in the top right-hand side, Beastyqt. Alright, so getting set up into the proxy play here. Proxy racks, proxy fact. GunGfu is going to go check around to try and see what this is. It's having a little bit of a look here in the early stages, and well, probe and nibble away at that reactor a little bit too, so nothing too crazy here. Starport coming down here from Beastyqt as well. This is now seen though by GunGFuBanDa. At least he sees the racks with a reactor, and a racks with a reactor is already a little bit of a telltale sign, as we do see the Tech Labs factory siege tank on the way up, and a medevac as well. How do you get the replay pack? Once you're on Discord, Galacticas, go to settings, go to connections, link your Twitch and Discord accounts. After a little while, it'll set you as a subscriber in the Discord channel. Might take up to an hour. But once you're set as a sub, there's a subscriber channel and the replay pack is in there. Oh, SCV nearly gets the shot on that probe. Tank coming out too. This is nice though from GunGfu. I mean, the idea is to sacrifice the probe to see what is being built, and he gets full information. So GunGfu knows to start setting up against this, and a model on the way. Oh, my first Adept actually going to go down pretty quickly here. So Adept falls. These couple of Stalkers having to pull back. And some decent damage being done so far, and again, not bad at the moment as we see Beastyqt going to get sieged up, and is going to be again firing away some good damage at the moment. So again, not bad. These Stalkers from GunGfu going to try and obviously fight back. Obviously there is some time here from GunGfu, but Beastyqt shows up in the main with a Liberator. He is just going to come forward here. Oh, he loses the Immortal before the tank goes down. Now the tank will go down, but already great value from it. Shield battery coming into play. This Liberator gets caught by a couple of Stalkers as it flies overhead. Probes transferring bases again means they are once again not mining. With the bunker now finished, this Nexus will continue to be in a lot of pressure. Liberator maybe a little bit too far forwards there. Maybe could have done with the siege tank support to begin with. As we're going to see the bunker is going to be, well, trying to take this Immortal down. Target fire on the Immortal. Bunker will be holding for the moment, but maybe not too much longer actually, as the Immortal will clean it up. Another Liberator shows up again. Just a few things that went wrong. Maybe the tank could have been a bit further back, and the Liberator too. Nice idea from Beasty, but it's not done enough just yet. And obviously losing his units means he's losing a bit of momentum. As he brings the Liberator over into the main, forces probes to pull away again. Instantly we'll get one probe kill and then just unsiege and actually pull it back. There's no SCV on this side of the map, so if he wants to repair either a mule or to bring some SCVs over, or to send it all the way back home, which will take a long time. Oh, he's going to pull a lot of SCVs anyways. Or he doesn't realize he's walled them in. Oh, Beasty, no! Okay, now he does. Alright, so he's going to pull a bunch of SCVs here. Still has a good amount mining. Oh no, there's another siege tank going down here. Liberators will siege up, but a little bit too slowly. And actually, I mean, GunGfu is just going to kind of walk through the liberation zone, so no issue about it. The Immortal will continue to fire away, and well, every single Marine goes down. This has not worked out from Beastyqt. And GunGFuBanDa is able to take the win. Jumping on is a bit brutal, because then I have to come in and cast through the day and in the evening, so shit happens. It's not the end of the world. As long as you guys don't flame me for being a bit off on the casting, I'm all good. The games have been good though. I've actually felt a little bit better. A little bit more energetic as the games got going, because the games have been pretty good and it's easy to get hyped up in them. Bottom right hand side, we've got ourselves the teal Protoss player GunGFuBanDa up against the Green tear into the top left. Beastyqt. Did I get internet at my place yet? No. I'm gonna get it in 3 weeks or something. It sucks dick. Honestly. Excuse the language, I'm kind of annoyed about it, not gonna lie. Ah! Very frustrated. Deletes Reddit thread? The Reddit thread of what? What were you Reddit threading? Ooh, gas gets stolen here, which might put a bit of a question mark on Beastyqt's plans. Unless he has to just pull SCVs. He's just going to leave the assimilator over here. Does throw a bunker down towards the natural as GunGFu is very fast into just second gas and so on. Beasty actually going to make a Marauder. Okay, okay. A bit different. Proxy Marauder against Protoss. We saw him do this against Roddy. And Roddy was actually kind of okay against it. I feel like Roddy had a pretty good defense against it actually. Intrigued to see if GunGFu can come up with something similar now. Well, do you see the bunker up? And the Marauder will have something to kind of fall back towards, which is always nice. Concussive Shell's not done yet, and now GunGFu knows it's Marauder by walking forwards there, so does shit into depth over to the other side. Concussive Shells finishes up, and with Concussive Shells finished, you're going to see Probe getting picked off. So Probe does go down. There's a couple of probes on the way here, actually, as we see a shield battery up on the high ground, and another Marauder jumping out of this. He's actually going to go for... Well, for a moment, I kind of felt like he was going for the shield barrier, but then he kind of decides not to. I think at this stage, BC's probably somewhat content with the fact that he's just delaying a Nexus from going down. I mean, I don't think there's much more you can do at the moment. Mortal being chrono boosted here. Still coming through. And it's going to be finishing up in a few moments' time. So Mortal going to be finishing up shortly. Single Marine jumps onto that assimilator on the top side as well. So working his way through that. Doing a little bit of damage. Marauder jumping in. Hansen House TV. I feel like you just subscribed the other day. Am I wrong? Like, your name seems so familiar. Did you win a game of marbles the other day? Is that it? I think you won a game of marbles, didn't you? That's why. Wardy, please cast at least all the Clem games. Well, all the Clem games are the only games we have remaining. I'm the Scales hype man? Yeah. I got there in the end. Sometimes I just find it weird that I recognize names in chat from Marbles more than anything. First place Marble players should get a free sub. I can't afford to gift out $200 of subs every time we play Marbles. Thanks so much, Hansen House TV. Appreciate the Twitch Prime. 21 subs away from 600. Again, like, we just keep approaching that number. It gets lower and lower and lower. It's happening, guys. It's happening! Hype is real. Hype! Hype, hype, hype. That's actually pretty exciting. Exciting. Very good. Hope I remember you, Razzletol. No. No idea who you are. Who's this guy? Who even is he? Rocking up in my chat like, do you remember me? You're already a sub. I don't need to remember you once you've subscribed. Once you've subscribed, you're already dedicated to giving me money, you know? That's all that's on the mind of the streamer. You know what, Razzletul? I just wrote your name on the decoration because I'm talking about you rather than Hanson House TV. So, there you go! I remember you so much, I wrote a decoration out again for you. Aye, aye, aye. Bit of a push forward from GunGFuBanDa. Do you see the prism? Pulling all the way back down to the bottom right side. The CV is chilling out. Obviously able to retake the natural is a pretty big deal. Do I remember you, Virtue? Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I actually have no idea who you are, but you're a mod. How long have you been a mod for? Yeah, of course you get a decoration, Hanson House. You subscribed. Can you have a trash can bottle? No, I'm sorry. They're for special people. They are for special people. You've been a mod for years? Dude. Literally. Did you change your name, though? You must have changed your name. You must have changed your name, because there is no way. Because even WardiBot says you've only ever been on the stream at the first time today, so there's no way, surely. Scumbag Wardy? God, I mean, better be honest though, right? Like, aye. Little disruptor shots coming in. Liking the disruptor play on the wall prism there. And as we see 4 SCVs going down, Beasty's going to start moving across the map. Wardy can't even remember. Oh, you're the other DSL guy. Oh, dude, of course I remember you. Do you remember that someone actually signed the name at the house and said they were GunGFuBanDa? I actually remember this when we left you notes to say thanks for letting us stay. Someone was like, thanks from GunGFuBanDa, and GunGFuBanDa wasn't there because I think they told you were GunGFuBanDa. They were GunGFuBanDa, and you were like, wow, that's awesome or something. It was really funny. I remember. I can't remember what your original name was, but you know what? I feel like I would have remembered you if I had your original name, because I remember the Amsterdam story. Aye. Alright, Biosims into the natural. Sorry guys, I've been off and away on this series, haven't I? Not talking about things at all, as Medevac's going to load up and jump over towards the main base. I'm loading here over towards the main. I mean, honestly, a lot of probes going down. This is 21 workers. Third Nex is just now building because it has been that weird game from the early proxy. 2 more starports on the way up from Beastyqt. Getting ready to kind of deal with that. Ooh, Prism being chased, but it does have gravitic drive. That will Prism speed helping to keep those disruptors very safe here as they escape off and away. Beasty will be later on the third CC with a 15 worker lead. This is looking a little bit, this is looking actually pretty good at the moment. Prism with the 2 disruptors just out the front. Armory dropping down in the main base. As you do see disruptor shots, not really doing a lot so far. 6 and 3 kills on these, by the way. So only 9 kills. They've been around for quite a while, so Beasty's done a very good job of stopping these from achieving kind of big hits or big connections at all. He's doing a good job with that so at the moment. Hey, what's up, Roddy? Thank you so much for hosting. How you guys doing from Roddy's stream? I'm actually going to cast that Roddy Clem series that I assume you guys just watched. I'm going to cast that in just a little bit here. I might even cast it next for you guys while you're still around. I know you guys watched it, but... Oh, the catch on the Marines. That was sick. I wanted to say a shout out to Roddy for taking part today. I know he was on the Pylon show last night. He had a bit of a rough time. But the games that I've seen so far were really fun to watch. And it's been fun to have him. Hashtag blame the Pylon. Thank you so much, Roddy, for the 14 months. Appreciate it, dude. Thank you so much. And hello, everyone from Roddy's stream. Obviously, this is the tournament Roddy's just been playing in. Hopefully, you guys had a little bit of fun watching Roddy. We actually have the Clem games left to cast, basically. So after this series, we're going to be casting Clem versus all of the other players in this group. So if you've missed any of the matches, or if you still want to see a bit of Denver or Beasty or GunGFu or Roddy or Clem, they're all still got some games to play in. we're going to be powering through for a little bit here as we see some Marines lifting up into that medevac, backing away over to the right side. Roddy needs a bauble. He'll get one. He'll get one. Thank you so much for the 14 months, Roddy. Thank you so much for the 5 months, Oak Warrior. Appreciate it, buddy. As well. Thank you so much. You see, up on the free bases now, he has allowed GunGFuBanDa to get back in the game with the work account. I say he's allowed. It's been tough for him to kind of pressure, I guess. He hasn't had too much. What is interesting is he's been building a lot of Vikings, but he needs to make sure he cuts that out now, and he has as well. That's important. Going into a bunch of Liberators, obviously if he keeps building Vikings, they're not going to have much more of a use. 8 Vikings against 2 Colossus is kind of fine. If you built like 15 to 16 or something, that would have been obviously way overboard. So GunGFuBanDa is moving around the bottom as we do see Bio, Vikings, and Medevacs all coming down the left hand at the moment, side of this at the moment. BC will expand down the left himself. Obviously going up to 4th base already. Another couple of scans dropping down. The Zealots will charge on forwards as they are going to go for an SCV. Roddy with the gift bomb. Thank you so much. Get some love and hype in the chat for Roddy, guys. Let's cast this engagement quickly, though, because we do see High Templars currently in Liberation Zones. Oh my god, 3 of the High Templars go down. Only 1 Storm dropped. That is not pretty at all. Oh dear, as we see the Libs going to come a little bit forwards at the moment. We've seen the Liberators going in there, the Vikings. Having a good time for all the games you lost, but next time when you crush the group, you owe me. Okay, you got it, buddy. Thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate it. We'll get around to that in a moment, though, guys, because, again, Beastyqt is pushing in right now. He is going huge at the moment. Again, we see these Liberators sieging up, firing away. A couple Stalkers going down. Vikings up in the sky, going to work their way through Colossus. And that Colossus staying alive with the shield barrier. So all the Vikings suddenly disappearing. But, I mean, when you've got Liberators sieged up like this on the natural expansion, that is going to be so tough to break down here. That probe gets picked off as well. A couple more Liberators coming in. He's going to recall out to the 3rd base. I mean, probably the best idea in terms of being able to engage this at all. I mean, you should just unsiege the Liberators and turn them around right here. Ooh, it's a nice storm as he tries to run forwards. This becomes a bit more of a flank then from GunGFuBanDa, so maybe some potential to take it down, but even if he takes it down, it's been a very expensive trade-off. And right now, the Stalkers are going down with Liberators still in the sky. Means that there's just not going to be an answer to them. A couple more Stalkers warp in. I mean, this natural expansion is going to be under fire truly right now. Going to take a whole big beating. Probes chased away into the corner. I mean, okay, coming up here, the Stalkers will get rid of the Libs, but Beasty has done a lot of damage. And obviously, as he gets this Nexus, isn't targeted anymore, though, is he? No, he is. He just was running out of units. The last couple of Marauders get the shots that are needed. A couple Libs in the main base going to come around as well. Just denying mining all over the place. And while there was a couple of Zealots to delay that 4th base from Beasty, he can move in towards that pretty safely now. That said, I mean, 56 to 40 workers is nice, but he is still only 20 to 30 army supply ahead. Yeah, you know, it is still bio, and there is still the goods, you know, some of these good tech units from the Protoss. Okay, actually, I mean, I thought there was a couple High Templar as well, but it's only a Colossus and 2 Immortals. Okay, Beasty's pretty fine here. He's pretty okay at the moment. Alright, so Beasty is alright momentarily, as we do see a couple probes going down. Not sure where that just happened. He went down somewhere along the way. Scan drops down on the far left side. And we do see a couple of Marines going to pull on over to try and fight against this Zealot. So, trying to fight against that perhaps. As you do see the forward position base. I like this base a little bit more. I wasn't a fan of BC taking this side. I mean, he has no reason to push the left side because there's no bases for GunGfu here or here. 4th base for GunGfu over here, it makes a lot of sense to expand towards him with an army like Liberators that can kind of siege up along this pathway while he gets over into position. My Templars don't really have Storm yet. That's something BC will see as he kind of scans that army, but pulling back, not confident to take the fight yet. Finds the Observer, though. Able to get that pickup. A little bit of a fight. Wouldn't mind don't have drill and close or anything here, remember. I was going to see, oh, nice little blink away to get one of them set off here. There isn't actually an Observer available either, so has to kind of just blink away from these mines at the moment. More libs on the way out as Beasty looking as though he just wants to try and defend here. Already stimming units over to those Zealots because the sensor tower has told him that they're on the way over already. Nice scan there. As we're going to be seeing Marines dropping over. I think this is the answer from Beasty. Defend at home. If the Protoss army's on the map, just defend with the majority and then just kind of counter-attack in with some units as well. It's going to pull the attention away from you and just give you time to maybe move that main army into a better position as well. Pushing up here, do you see the Zealots taken down? A Stalker picked off as well. And moving all the way in towards the main base. Just going to be seeing a bunch of these probes going to get dropped. A lot of damage done. At the same time, some SCVs now going down as extra Zealots show up over on this base. Not being dealt with correctly as the Liberators, ooh, take a big storm. GunGFu's going to fight this one for a little while here. Currently trying to make this happen still. 3 more Liberators on the way out from this main base on the left side. A couple of Zealots are going to get taken down. Marauders finally coming over to deal with this. GunGFu back in a worker lead at the very least. Again, there is still really no answer to these Liberators though. There's just so many Liberators. That is really a big issue at the moment. Like usually, if there's this many Liberators up, there's something of an option of going in towards Tempest here for the Protoss player. But obviously that's not really possible with the fact that he has been so set back this game and it has been a bit of a weirder scenario. By the way, look at the upgrades. +3 attack versus +3 armor. And then +1 armor and +2 attack and +2 armor on the production. That's funny that the upgrades kind of match each other despite being kind of so weird here. Medevac's moving out again. Scans just to see if he's passing on observer as he gets set up. This base is pretty unprotected at the moment. GunGFu is still setting up to move forwards. Now, Beasty never started to rebuild Vikings. As he sees this amount of Colossus, I wonder if he wants to rebuild Vikings or if there's something of just kind of making kind of, you know, more Liberators which he thinks will just kind of cover it. It's kind of hit and miss with the Liberators. If they're in good position and so on, the Protoss has to fight into you. Obviously, they always do well, but sometimes it can be a bit rough as well, as we do see Marauder taking down here to the side. Stalker's blinking in for that. +3 ship weapons coming up on the armory, and again, that Prism just sat off over to the side. When did Beasty switch back to Terran? I don't know, actually. I don't know if he's just doing it for this tournament, or if he's been practicing it well, or what his plan is, but yeah. I don't really know if he's been, you know, how much he's been practicing or anything, or how seriously he's been taking the Terran play or anything like that, you know. Some Winter Minesborough off to the side, and Liberators are going to be sieging up moving forwards. It's a lot of Liberator siege ups here, as you see. First couple of Archons taking quite a few shots. Another Liberator siege, and High Templar now have to be a little bit cautious. They are in range of being shot down there. Liberators just bullying themselves into position. Now we see some Zealots running around as well. The Dark Shrine came up not long ago. We haven't seen any DTs actually brought into play on the harassment just yet. Drops in the main base. They're going to start shutting down some production as Beasty does take down this right-hand side base. Pushing forwards, gets the DTs that were warped in defensively. Again, he only kills about as many workers as he loses, so nothing too crazy, but it feels like there just isn't really much being warped in to kind of defend this, right? Scans again just in case. He's probably expecting a DT warp in. And just catch it there as the 2 Stalkers go down. I guess now you start to target these pylons and empower the bases, or empower the gateways, stop any production coming through. If you can get the Dark Shrine, that'd be great. Stop having to deal with that for a while. Yeah, it's completely worth getting. Blink forwards onto those Medivacs. Probably would have been better just to target down a Stalker or so instead, but of course, in the heat of the moment, hard to make those decisions as GunGFu will re-expand to a 4th base now in this forward centralized location. So getting set up with this 20 minutes in this game number 2, by the way. This has been a crazy game at the moment. After game number 1 was pretty a bit faster actually. And this is actually I guess the funniest thing about this is just this game did start with a real kind of crazy opener. DT does now make its way to the left side. Remember, there's only a limited number of Dark Templar left because of the fact that he killed the Dark Shrine. Here we go, the Liberator siege up again. Without the Tempest, there's just no proper way to fight this amount of Liberators. Like, there's just no way. Like, there's just absolutely no way. As we're going to be seeing those Libs just continue to press forwards here, and again, just sieging up on top of a lot of these units right now. We're going to be seeing, well, the Stalker's actually picking up a few of the Libs. Maybe they're getting a little bit overzealous. There's a few of them around the side. Again, it's just going to slowly bully the Protoss player back into corners and all the rest of it. And they're still firing as you see the stim in. Again, I mean, the Colossus are the biggest danger, but when there's nothing to protect them, it doesn't really matter. Beastyqt ties up the series 1-1 in this best. Alright. Alright. Let's do this as we kick off into game number 3 of the best of 3. 1-1 tied up to the bottom right side. Our green Terran player is Beastyqt. Alright, well, I'm going to go back to trying to get decorations, which have all attached themselves to each other. Like, I just don't know how they've managed to do it like this. It is actually kind of impressive how these things... They just don't even make sense how they're all attached. How? Okay, we're back. We're going to try and do intros again, or the player's going to pause on us once more. Let's try it. To the bottom right-hand side, we have ourselves the green Terran player. This is Beastyqt. Up against the blue teal Protoss to the top left-hand side, GunGFuBanDa. Beastyqt, long time no see. It's super awesome to have him playing today, actually. I mean, he actually played in the qualifier for the event and came through the qualifier successfully, which was really awesome to see. So, really, really awesome. Really fab to have him. And, yeah. If you guys are just tuning in, we still have some matches left for you today. We're still going to be... did we just get the Muslim host as well? Holy shit. Sorry, guys. I missed the Muslim host somewhere along the way while I was getting some other stuff done. Welcome to Muslim viewers. Hello, hello, hello. We actually have some Terran games still to come after Beastyqt GunGFuBanDa. We have all of the Clem matches. So Clem versus Roddy is going to be played out. We're going to have Clem versus GunGFu, Clem versus Beasty, and Clem versus Denver. So some series still remaining as well. As we continue on today, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you to Muslim for the host. We're getting all the hosts today. We got the Beyond host, the Roddy host, and the Muslim host. So, yeah, that's sick. Thank you so much for all the love, guys. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Ripper gets taken down as it goes into the main base. Beasty going to proxy the starport this time, so while a proxy a little bit different to what we were obviously seeing before, where he straight up proxied with the initial racks, and again, it was a very weird game at that stage. It really was quite an interesting one to see play out, actually. We do see the blink on the way up here from GunGFuBanDa, so getting going there. Sorry, I'm writing out Christmas decorations just so they're ready to go when we come back out of this game. Get them up on the tree and stuff like that. Man, can't believe all the love today, all the hosts and everything. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for joining us. We've been live a long time today. We've been streaming for about 10 and a half or so hours, I would say. We had a little bit of a break in the middle, but it's been a long one. You guys, you've been enjoying if you've been tuned in at all. We had the Kung Fu Cup earlier. Not the best Kung Fu Cup of all time. A lot of the Korean players unfortunately couldn't play today, but other than that, not too much of a shame. I had some high praise on the Pylon show. Actually, I should have said thanks to Roddy. I didn't actually see what Roddy said still. I haven't had a chance to look at it, but people keep telling me Roddy was being really nice about me, so... Roddy's my bro, man. Like, really. Roddy just has everyone's back. It's awesome. A legend. Any tournament matches on tomorrow? Yep, I'm going to be streaming at 1 PM CET tomorrow with Group B of this same tournament. Hellraiser, Marine Lord, Ziggy, DNS, and Bly. That starts at 1 PM CET, so 14 hours and 40 minutes from right now. That's happening tomorrow. Group B of this very same tournament, so... Yeah, and we've got action on Saturday as well. The Korean server playoffs for the 2018 has left the game. Sunday, we've got the European server playoffs for 2018 has left the game. Monday and Tuesday, we're back with more action from this tournament, the WardiTV Christmas Invitational. 1-1 upgrades coming up here from GunGFuBanDa. As he goes into the charge as well, he's up to 3 bases fairly comfortably. These 2 Banshees have not really made any impact at all just yet. He's just been waiting for 2 of them to be in here together to come in and really kind of dish out the damage. 3 observers on the map, 1 down to the south, 1 is up north watching for Banshees. Or anything kind of coming in that area, and 1 down to the bottom right. So there is going to be a defense available. That's a nice scan. So the observer picks it off instantly. Good play by Beastyqt, keeping himself aware of what is on the map and what he has to deal with to get himself into good little spots. GunGfu coming up towards the top as he has to come and respond to these Banshees which fly in. Beasty not getting too much done right away though. Just 5 kills. It's okay, some lost mine time as well. What's really nice is he keeps these Banshees alive. Keeping those alive obviously means they have a chance to come in again. And, well, look at all the Stalkers that are out of position at the moment as a tank push comes in towards the 3rd base. This is working so well at the moment as he's now going to start backing away. Widow Mine shot goes off, picks off a Stalker. 2 more tanks sieging as those Stalkers and the Immortal have to pull back once again. Beasty with this Raven that got built too, so he might just be looking to bring this across to kind of add in, or maybe that's what he wants to kind of fall back to. Wait for the Raven before he continues. Anti-armor missile can actually be very effective going into these engagements. As you see the 3rd base, well, fully saturated, but here comes the Banshees. Again, it's hard to know where they're going to come in from next, right? 2 Banshees show up, and again, they start one-shotting probes. And, oh, this time the Stalkers will blink in. One of them wasn't cloaked, so it doesn't matter. The observer was trailing behind a bit. And the first Banshee of the game to fall. Banshee comes up towards the upper left. Going to hide away over in the corner. Medevac running over as well. Two tanks of Beastie coming out with this Bioforce. A Raven up in the skies as well. All of this getting ready to go at the moment as the observer from GunGfu going to be coming in from the upper left-hand side. Again, a Banshee just hiding away from Beastie. Up in the top left-hand side at the moment. Stalker's going to start blinking down towards the natural. Raven here will get rid of that observer as well, so a job well done on that one. More Zealots being warped in at the moment here. We're going to have a little bit of a fight in the center. So this army does find each other. Anti-armor missile hits both Terran and Protoss units, but I guess the Zealots taking more of an effect from that than the Terran units saw. A few of those units just rallying up to the top side. Banshee comes back in again, forcing probes to pull away. Beastie just being so annoyed with this Banshee again and again and again. Yeah, this is a pretty important match for both the players. Beastie is 1-1 and GunGFuBanDa is 1-1. If you win this, you go to 2-1. And obviously, with Clem left to play, it's not going to be an easy series. But winning this really could be what kind of secures you perhaps a position further through the group. I mean, Denver is 3-0, and obviously Clem is left to play, but 2-2 is very possibly a result that sends you through this group here. So it's an important match for both, and they both have similar scores so far. They both got 2-0'd by Denver. They both 2-0'd Roddy, so this one could be a real game changer, depending on what happens with Clem and so on as well. 2 Medevacs boosting through the top side at the moment. +3 armor about to finish up. +3 attack. Being Corona boosted out as well. 2 Liberators on the way up from Beastyqt. Getting those ready to go as we see the Bio stimming in on the right hand side. Already going to find a couple of Zealots here. So Zealots taking quite a little bit of damage. And, well, drop not going to last all too long. Pulls back a little bit. And isn't that funny that he didn't actually just lift up the Medevac and try and run away with it and the Stalkers could blink underneath and kill it? Instead, he stayed in the main base! Funny. Funny that, isn't it? He stayed in the main and kept fighting for a while. Ay. My brain hurts after that conversation in the break. Actually does. Units coming down to the south. 4th base is getting ready. So obviously GunGfu can get that saturated. Beastie doesn't really seem to have a setup towards a 4th here. He has no 4th CC at all, so maybe just looking for one big push, but this does start to get a bit dangerous. The issue for Beastie is after doing a fair amount of damage in the earlier stages, he is Yeah, after kind of having a rough time in the earlier stages, the GunGFuBanDa, he is kind of stabilizing. Beasty's lost a lot of units here along the way. Yeah, pylon for full medevac, totally worth it. I just don't know how to say this simply enough so you guys fucking understand. Like, I can't cast when you guys literally take everything I say to the fucking most... Oh my god, I'm just done. I actually want to scream at how fucking infuriating some people are. I just don't know what to tell you. Literally, I can't explain it any better. Maybe I'm just a shit caster. You know what? Let's go with that. I'm a fucking awful caster. I'm complete shit. And that's why I can't explain anything I'm thinking clearly. Because no one seems to fucking understand. Holy shit. I just don't know. I literally don't know what to say. Like, I'm just genuinely terrible. I'm tilted. Yeah, I'm absolutely tilted. You can say it. You can call me out. Tell me I'm shit. Whatever. Wherever it goes. There you go. Go wild. Ay, ay, ay. I'm so done today. Zealots trying to charge forwards towards the natural. And as we're going to be seeing some Zealots coming in towards the upper right. Going to gather up with the rest of these Zealots. A couple of Widow Mines coming down. Just going to see the bio. Getting set up. Siege tank sieged. I'm gonna see these Zealots coming in. Again, bio getting going. Liberator through this main. This is actually a really nice little counterattack here from GunGFu. We're really doing a lot of damage. Getting rid of so many SCVs. Obviously the reinforcements having some trouble as well. He's going to try and really rely on these Liberators, especially with the lack of upgrades that he has at the moment. Those are good mine hits, though. I mean, if you can get good mine hits and some good Liberator fire, it can definitely carry you against what is a very kind of well-upgraded Protoss army. The issue is, Beasty kind of has that army and not much else, because these Zealots are still going wild over on the other side. He's been able to stabilize in the main, but he hasn't got many SCVs left here. He's not mining on the natural, and there's nothing to protect this third base either. Okay, there's one Liberator, but it's not sieged up, so he's going to lose even more SCVs. Main fight kicks off. We're going to be seeing Stalkers and Colossus coming in, and Beasty had that one army. There was obviously no rebuilding it, so